Have you heard about the recent announcement made by Prince Charles? This decision caused quite a stir within the royal family and was met with mixed reactions from the public. What does this move say about the future direction of the monarchy under Charles? What impact will this decision have on the relationship between Prince Harry and the rest of the royal family? Hello everyone, let's see what Prince Charles said and what happened after the declaration of the future King of England. Charles, the future King of England, recently announced his plans to convert Prince Harry's estates into homeless shelters. That decision caused quite a stir within the royal family, with Charles planning to air his grievances with Harry and Meghan Markle in a rare broadcast interview. According to royal sources, this interview is set to be a difficult one, with Charles being asked to respond to the recent memoir written by Harry and Meghan. This change by Charles is seen as an attempt to respond to the criticism he has faced in recent years, particularly about his relationship with his son. The decision to convert Harry's properties into homeless shelters was met with mixed reactions. Some people in Britain are happy to hear of the King's tough stance on the Sussexes, while others find it unfair to punish them in this way. Regardless of the public response, Charles seems determined to move forward with his plans for the monarchy, which he described as based on compassion and transparency. This means that no matter how much compassion there is, transparency must always be included. One of William's passion projects is supporting mental health initiatives, and he has received a lot of positive publicity for his efforts. With the conversion of Frogmore Cottage into a homeless shelter with mental health support, Charles seems to be learning a page from William's book. However, this move is also seen as a way for Charles to impose this on Harry and Andrew, who were unable to shell out the necessary funds to maintain their royal residences. By giving Frogmore Cottage to the homeless in need, Charles is making a statement that the monarchy values collectivism over individualism. As Charles prepares for his coronation on May 6th, he reportedly held secret talks with the BBC to grant a rare one-on-one interview. If he follows in Prince Andrew's footsteps, this interview could be a chance for Charles to shed light on his plans for the monarchy. Despite the uncomfortable questions that can arise about his relationship with his son, Charles seems determined to move forward with his vision of a modern royal family. Whether the public will support him remains to be seen, but it's clear that Charles isn't afraid to make tough decisions and take bold steps to shape the future of the monarchy. As the controversy surrounding Charles's decision to convert Prince Harry's properties into homeless shelters continues to play out, it's clear that this move has significant implications for the future of the British monarchy. From questions about the role of compassion and transparency to concerns about the relationship between Prince Harry and the rest of the royal family, there are many important issues at stake. If you want to stay informed about these and other developments, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with the latest news. See you later.